No. Alrighty, hey everyone. So this morning we got, once again, rushed. I love getting my 3-minute warm-ups in. It's phenomenal. Sometimes I just don't understand it. You gotta like set things up like an hour and a half before for you to not be in a rush. A little bit of a different time today. This afternoon, or sorry, later this morning, going over to London, Ontario that is, just to visit with my mom. So go over there in a couple hours. So a little bit different of a race. Don't know who's in this one. Afternoon, Dean. Today, doing this, never done this one before. It's like a climb chase race. I don't really know what the setup is or anything like that. But it does go up the epic KOM. So we could see what we can do up that. PR is, I believe, 1741. And that was done in KISS Community League with double draft on. So some of the best cyclists, well, the best cyclists on Zwift with double draft. So I'm not really intending or anticipating that I'll be able to beat that time. And keeping with the kind of Thursday theme here, well, you would have seen it, Dean, on Strava there. Yesterday was a big day, big workout in the morning. Did 25 minutes of work above 420. So it's always, you never know. Most of these Thursday races, I'm quite fatigued for. The weekend ones I'm a little bit better, well, consistently better. It's just the Thursday race is like the finish of the first little micro block within the week. See if this thing moves me over to Watopia sometime this year. It's already hot down here. So, almost zero warm-up. I literally had got on right before I started the stream here. So, not ideal. Body temperature hasn't even come up yet. So, the plan might be a little bit off, because it might take until... So like I said, like this is the mountain route, but we finish at the top of the radio tower. I don't know if there's going to be like anyone really in this. It looks like I don't know, we're going to have a very small group. Couple people, few people. So it may not, who knows, may not be that entertaining from a, pure race standpoint. But we'll see what we can do up the climb. I'm gonna probably start her out at, say, if the initial game plan was to start this out at 3:55 and then build it from there, which would be like peak 20 minute all times 364. So that would, if I was starting it at 3:55, that would probably do it right there. But without the warm-up, whoa, God almighty, that's loud. I like my music and all, but jeepers, blew my eardrums out. Yeah, so as I was saying, we'll kind of adapt the plan on the fly here, depending on how the legs feel. I know I say that a lot, like warm-ups and stuff like that, but if you look at any of my workouts, it tends to take me quite some time to kind of get going. I usually start kind of cranking along probably 35 minutes in. It's just how I always am, even for a run workouts and stuff like that. I like a big beefy warm-up. Loosen the legs, get myself like kind of amped. Usually takes me some time. Plus right now we're racing, just to build in another little excuse, we're racing at the time I normally wake up at, so we'll see what happens. But anyways, hope you enjoy the stream, and we'll see what we can do for 20 minutes approximately, and then it'll be a little cool down, and then it's off into the car. So that was a pitiful warm-up. One of these days I'm gonna get down here 2 hours early, and then I'll be ready to go. Alright, I guess we'll consider this the warming effort before the climb begins. This will be the warming effort. So we'll tempo it. Oh, nice. Got a Z-Power guy just hammering behind us. You see that? Corvette. I don't think we have enough people to flag him out. This is nice though. This is good for a warm-up. Four of them, eh? Yeah. One, oh yeah, I see now. Miss Masha, Miss Mishima. Zaluga. Juan. Corvette. Should be interesting, Dean. See what happens. I don't really care in the end. Like, I just want to get in a good 20-minute effort. So, like, in a race with 7 people, I'm not that, like, crazy about results. Don't really care. So, we'll just... this is just a workout more than anything. It was a good way to kind of get myself up in the morning, just because, like I said, I don't I don't normally wake up this early, and having the time of the Zwift race be like 8:20 here, it just gave me like a concrete like reason, like you can't hit the snooze button again, you have to get up because I have to eat breakfast and get ready and whatnot, have a couple cups of coffee, etc. This is very tranquil right now. I'm loving this. The more time we do this, the better. Heart rate is quite high. The other day, I was doing intervals. It was absolutely mind-boggling. Final one was 366, and the heart rate didn't crack 170 at threshold. Holy crap. Because on TT bike too. Yeah, right, look at this, look at this. Look at this little guy scampering out of the saddle. You see that? Like a little hamster in a wheel. What are these Z-Power guys actually like doing? Sometimes I'm just like I just don't know if it's like, is it deliberate? Some of them obviously it's not, but like you can't honestly think. You know, like one of the guys on the weekend there, he honestly, based on his Strava, like he honestly believed that he did the better part of 7 watts a kilogram for 20 minutes. He believed it. He was like, like in the Strava comments I was reading on his thing, stalking him, he's like, I don't know if I think it's accurate. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's off. I hope it's accurate. It's like, bro, if it's accurate, you should give Ineos a call. And like, get on the team here, man. Move over Bradley Wiggins' hour record. Like, you got him. Like, it's game over. Also means they won't feel the radio tower. I wonder what weight he's put himself to. Because he just lost 6 seconds up that climb. Alright. So we'll see if we can start 355 until about the castle, and then we'll start building it. Yeah, seriously. And he's giving me kudos. Thanks, bro. Alright. Let's get this going. 355. I'm going to stay pretty disciplined here. I don't really care about him. Yeah. Ed's got the Ed mode, right? So I need to come up with my own thing. I think he's patented it. guy put 18 seconds into me. Yo, right. something wrong with the trainer. It did back off resistance there. Too hot. It's too hot. I gotta back off. It's way too hot down here. Can't do it. Sorry guys. I can't do it. It's way too hot. I'm just burning up here. I can't do it. My heart's gonna explode right now. Oh my god. I'm gonna pass out. It's just way too hot. Just dying. Oh. Fuck. I'm done. You guys bullshit on the front anyways. I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it. Oh fuck. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Just fucking hell. My trainer's not back in resistance, pedaling in mud. Now it backed off. What the hell? Come on, come down. Jesus. Where's my... My heart rate's just not come down at all. Burning. It's just... What the fuck? Oh, God. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just can't. Oh. 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 I don't even want to go to the Raiders house. I'm done. I can't even fucking pedal. It's so hot. Why is it so hot? Why is it so hot? Jeez. I just totally blew up, man. My heart's gonna explode. Oh my god. That was like, I feel like I'm gonna just die. My heart rate's at 156 at 100 watts. Jesus Christ. I don't know what is going on. I just had this 800 degrees down here. I can barely push 200 watts. Like, just absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't know what is going on. Why is it so fluctuating? It is like 40 down here. Oh, that's just the worst race I've ever done. Heart rate is just through the fucking roof. I'm quitting. I can't even use the fucking keyboard. My hands too sweaty.
What do you need to do?
I need to buy a fucking fan.
Huh?
I need to buy that fan. I got a heart attack.
Oh, God.
Like, it feels like my chest is tight. It just got so high. The heart rate just got so high, and then it was at 170, at 175 at fucking tempo. Hey, it was that stage 2 race all over again. That was just fucking awful. And that guy's cheating like mad on the front. Jesus, that was one of the worst experiences I've had on the bike all year. That was fucking death. That fan is, I don't even know if that blows air anymore. Like, it's on full max and I can't feel anything coming off of it. Oh, that was a shit way to start a day. Fuck. I can't think of a worse way to start my day. I'm feeling like I'm gonna die at 27. Not to mention that the Ceres is, I think, broken again. It's not giving me any resistance right now, and then it all of a sudden just kicks in. It's on like a 30-second delay. It didn't kick any resistance there, and it was not going away when the gradient went down at all. So that's another direct drive trainer broken. Like, it's just ridiculous. Why is it giving me resistance? Thanks, guys. Yeah, that was awful. It was disgusting. I actually, like, it's just upsetting. I don't know what is going on in the basement, why the temperature is fluctuating like crazy, like yesterday or anything like that. Yesterday I did 25 minutes of work over 420 watts, and my heart rate didn't crack 175. 2 days ago, I did, what was it? I think 50 minutes of work, 50 at 355, 360 in that range. And heart rate was at 355 watts, my heart rate was 161. And it felt like I could have gone all day at that. And today, it felt that, like, it actually felt really good. The first 3 minutes at the bottom of the hill there, the first 3 minutes, despite whoever there on the front putting 18,000 seconds into me, Jesus, now the resistance comes. Despite him putting all that time into me, like, I didn't really care. He was, obviously, something's wrong, because I shouldn't get gapped at over 6. And anyways, yeah, seriously, it's the second one. The first 3 minutes, it was like I was like, I am gonna crack 370, 375 average. After this is gonna be a peak 20 minute on the year. It's gonna be a peak 20 minute all time. It's gonna be 375 watts, because I was 358 at the bridge and felt really in control. And then started feeling a little rocky near the castle. As the heat built, it started feeling hot. The legs still felt perfectly fine, but it's just my chest started getting really tight. Felt like I couldn't breathe. And then went through the castle there, and then, well, I don't have to walk you through it. It was, all hell broke loose there, and it was just awful. Like, it got so, the legs were perfectly fine pushing power, and I just wanted to keep going, and thinking maybe I could, like, surge ahead to get the power back and whatnot, but it's just, it was just so tight feeling in my chest that, like, I had no choice. I couldn't. And going to the radio tower, I could go up at 200 watts, but what's the point? Like, and you saw it when I crossed the line there and back down to 100 watts. The heart rate didn't drop below 170 still. It still didn't drop below 170. Like, just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. So we got another fan going down here now. No, I really don't want you to do that. Why does this do that? me 1 second, just trying to figure out what I want to do here. Alright, we're going in another race. This one's got shorter climbs in it, so maybe the heart rate won't spike, or it'll have time, not have time to get to absurd levels. Jeez. All right, let's take two. I haven't before, Dean. I have cork. Only ever had cork power meters. Definitely coming down in prices though for those. So we're going to try one more race just because I'm too pissed off right now to just ride out for 60 minutes. I actually don't think that fan is blowing any air. There are blades moving, and I don't think it is blowing any air whatsoever. This is the only one that does anything, and still it feels like just like a soft spring breeze, autumn breeze, whatever. So, we'll try this one more time. Like I said, I think because this one has shorter climbs in it, it should be better on the heart. Sounds odd to say that, but that was like just disgusting pain. Like, it wasn't like leg pain, lactic acid pain, it was just chest being tight. Feeling like I was breathing like this. Felt like I was swimming again, swimming on land. It's the closest thing so far, hypoxic. Hopefully this helps too, because it's a little bit bigger of a field. So, hope this helps at, like last time, it wasn't really like, I wasn't too invested in the race. Like, the guy, I don't think so. Looked like there was some really weird power going on there. The fact that he got me like so fast and with such distance was kind of incredible. Like, sketch. Like, you shouldn't drop a person like beyond belief on a 20-minute climb when the other person's at 6 watts per kilo. Actually, it was above that. Just at the base there, I was probably 370, 375. So it's like 6'3". You should be putting 20 seconds into someone. And then by the castle, that's 8 minutes in, something like that. And I was 358 at the castle, 357 I think. So it's like, I just pushed 6 watts per kilo for like 8.5 minutes. and the guy put 90 seconds into me. Like, alright, so hopefully this will help because a little bit more believable. So, take 2 of Thursday racing. Thanks, Derek. Thanks for sticking around. We're hoping that this one's a little bit better for the heat because it's shorter climbs. Because like I said, in that race I felt fine through 3-4 minutes in. Heart rate was having no issue there. So to give more perspective on what my normal heart rate numbers are like, on Tuesday I did a 1 hour interval where just kept it steady. Ended up averaging about 280 in the end. I kept 270, and then every 5 minutes I did like a 6-second sprint at like 600 to 700, and did that for an hour, and my average heart rate was 141 for the hour at 280 watts. So it's an efficiency factor of 2, right? Because 2 times 140 is 280. Right now we're operating at 138 heart rate, 139 at 200 watts, 60 watts less, same heart rate. I like that my guy has the KOM jersey on still. That's kind of cool how he brought it over. I like that. Like, that's when you really know you're having problems with cooling, when you drop the power and your heart rate's just not going down with it. I'm at less than 50% FTP right now. Oh, well, I'm gonna try to get it out of my head as best I can here before we start climbing, so I'll stop talking about it and take this seriously. Yeah, Dean, a power meter's probably the best single investment you can make on a bike. That and good bike fit. Let's say are the 2 big ones. Then after that, wheels. Even though I know people are like, there's more cost-effective benefits than wheels. Wheels are like a really good benefit for getting speed. They cost a lot, yeah, but there's very little things that will completely transform a bike like wheels can. Wheels can make you think it's a completely different bike. Very few things will do that. Like tires, I know, are a better cost per saving ratio kind of thing. But like anyone who says like, oh, I can feel the tires, it's like, can you? If I did a blind test, maybe. I have no idea where this course goes. Are we going straight? No. It's an interesting split there. I don't know this course. I don't know where we're going. Like, I obviously know the New York course, but this particular route. Oh. I think we're away. We're good? Oh, my fan just fell. There's one casualty. A fan fell over. Hey. Man, I wish I knew where this course went. Like, are we gonna go? Oh, I thought we were going up. There we go. Going through a tree. Wow, that's steep. Mano a mano. Tranquila, tranquila. Calm down. Guys not super tucking. Tough. Thanks, Richie. Wait for me to take a pull. That was cool. I'm gonna wait for the other group. It's risky, but I'm still overheating. I'm in no man's land. Not good. No legs today, guys. Next thing. Whew. Just one of those days. One of those days. Oh, that's a good comeback. Whatever happens, I'm happy with the comeback. Overheating, feeling terrible. Didn't quit on it. Just brutal day, but we're still in the race, so I mean, gotta take our little wins. That was a hard fought comeback. Oh! 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 Thanks. Just never, ever quit on it like I did in the first race. Never know. I was equally as much as the first race was, as I said afterwards, what a terrible way to start the day. What a great way to start the day. Go from experiencing some serious biological pain and then some serious testosterone rush. I feel like my testosterone just went from low T to LeBron James in 1 second. Oh, I can't believe this, man. I can't believe it, actually. I can't believe that I came back on that. He had 13.7 that he peaked out at. I thought, oh, like, holy hell, this guy's good. Who is this guy? But that was insane. I just kept it on. I think his spike, like, he had a higher spike than me by a lot. 13.7. How much is he weighing? How much does this guy weigh? He looks lean in his picture. He looks like he might be a junior in his picture, actually. He might be under 20. He looks it, actually. Fusion's a good team. He was on Smart Trainer. What else is he on? Like, what's his weight? Why can't I see that? This user's private, that's why. Okay. Anyways, he had 13.7, but yeah, I know. Oh, he's 55. Thanks. So what's 13? Maybe that's it then. That's maybe it. First time in my life, all this chunk of 60 kilograms came handy going down the hill. But yeah, no, that's what I thought. I'll wait behind, but then I saw that I miscalculated when I said that, or not miscalculated, just misjudged it a little bit, because I saw it, like, I thought, okay, this guy's 9 seconds, 10 seconds ahead, and the group's just behind me. But then I thought, hold on a minute, the group is 15 at that point, 14 to 15 seconds behind me. So if they're 15 seconds behind me, then they're 25 seconds behind this guy. And at that point, he hadn't showed any sign, any chink in the armor whatsoever. He was solid the whole way. And then, yeah, so 25 seconds, I'm like, that's going to be too much if he's not going. So let me just try to keep it. We have officially lost connection here. Oh, that's why. When I lost my mind there, I unplugged the trainer. Hold on. There, she's back. I must have lifted the entire trainer off the ground with these monsters. But anyways, I mean, look at these. Look at that. Anyways, the what was I saying? 25 seconds back, too much. And then thought, okay, I'm just gonna hold 5.5. The heart rate seems to be okay there. Like, it still didn't, like, that just, it didn't feel good all day here. And like, I might have to stop doing these Thursday races because it's just I'm coming in with so much fatigue, right? And then the overheating obviously didn't help on the first race. Like, didn't help's an understatement. If, like I said it afterwards, it felt like I was gonna die. Just had like extreme tightness in my chest, and it's probably like nothing, but it's just you can, you know, it's just that overheating. You feel like you have a bubble of heat around you. Feel like you can't escape it, kind of thing. That feeling, and it feels like you're breathing really like that. If you can hear the variation in my voice there, like it's like you're just breathing. It's really shallow through your chest, like in your throat almost. And at 3:30, it was okay. The heart rate was still very high for the power, but anyway, so stayed there. And then actually I got into this little game with myself on the comeback there. I said, just, I don't care, stare at your power, heart rate, I don't care, just match his watts per kilogram and better. So if I see him go up to 6, I'm going to go 6.1. And then I saw my opening coming up. It's a little hill, the reverse side of, they don't call it here on this, but I've actually rode this course in real life. Obviously not the blue part, but I've rode in Central Park before. I've done the full loop. I think I'm actually top 10 on Harlem Hill, or like close to that, which is pretty good considering they do criterions there. So that's what it's called at the north end of the park. It's called Harlem Hill. And coming up that, the reverse side of it, which also I know, you come down a big hill into it. And I remember the first time I rode it in Central Park, it was terrifying because there are pedestrians walking all over the place. So people, like, you're coming down the hill at 65, 70, and people will just like they're just like walking their dog with a leash across, just like just blindly into, because it is an open road. Like, it's like there are cars on it from time to time. Sometimes, a lot of times it's closed in some of the areas, but like one of the streets is like it's like an actual street. But people just like don't care. They're just tourists like looking up at the trees. Anyways, coming up that, I saw he was like 6'5", right? So I thought, this is my chance. I'm gonna do what I did on the Yorkshire course in one of the pro Zwift races, one of the few that I competed in, because Zwift basically snubbed me pretty good. They were scared that I would smash some of their poster boys, literally. And I say that like it sounds arrogant, but this is literally what they told me in an email. But and that's why I couldn't compete. And anyways, so he went 6'5", and I thought if I go to 8-9, like 8 to 9 in that range, I'll catch, and I'll be able to close the gap very quickly. Because the longer the gap stays, the bigger the advantage to him. Because then the harder I have to work nearer to the end, right? And I don't want to have to work that hard near the end. So, because it's going to be a sprint if that's the case. So I closed it as fast as I could there. And then I did it was really actually quite good. Like, I'm really happy with the last couple minutes. Like, it's nothing world beating, it's nothing remarkable, but like I put in, like, I thought maybe what I'll do with 2K to go, I lapped my watch and I thought if I can hold 420 for the last 2K, that's 7, and maybe I can get him like that. Because I did gap him on one of the little risers by like 10 meters. So I said, let me try to do that. Lap my watch, hit it, and then held about 400 for a minute or so. And he came right back with a big surge. But it actually worked out in my favor because I was just getting, like, ramping up to VO2 max. Actually, I probably was at it the whole time because the heat or the heart thought I was at it. But anyways, it ended up working in my favor because he had to work hard to get back. But then he just had a remarkable sprint there. Like, that was really good. Like, we were pushing hard that race. We were pushing really hard. For 30 minutes, lap power was like 287, I don't know, something in there. I didn't lap it right at the end, so it's probably 287, 290, but normalized was probably 325, 330, in that range. So it's quite high for a 30-minute with big surges. Well, cross-chaining like crazy. But yeah, at the end there, that was, I can't believe it. So the 55 must have done it. Derek, like, his 13.7 was good, but like I think I hit 12.7 or something, which still isn't my best sprint at all. I hit 770, it looks like. Like, that's nothing that I'm gonna hang my hat on, but I held it for a really long time. And then I even kicked it at the end. I changed down a gear right as I was getting to him, so I could lift the cadence even more up that hill. Because I learned from that volcano race, like, it's okay to change gears sometimes during a sprint. Like, I think in the beginning and throughout, like, my Zwifting, I've been scared of changing gears in sprints because, like, I'm scared of a chain drop or like a little jolt and, like, loss of power for that split second. But, like, if you can change down and re-spin it up, then you can hit, like, another peak. You can hit a second peak, right? And that's what you saw on the graph. I'll show you in a bit, but, like, it dipped down, and then I hit another peak. And I hit that peak as I was coming up to his wheel. So that was what got me, slingshotted me across. So, I mean, like, I said it all day, and then I'll end this stream. Legs, I'm not going to hang my hat on today saying, like, that was like a phenomenal workout. You know, I hit this power and that power and this watt per kilogram and that, you know, whatever. Like, reality, the legs weren't good. Heart rate was just through the roof with the heat. Could make all the excuses in the world. Like, heart rate was really high. Legs were really tired still from yesterday. I'm racing at a time I never race at. Blah, blah, blah. But I'm really glad I entered that second race and didn't quit on it. And you're right, Derek. Like I said, like say I'm going to wait for the second group. Even though in my head I thought maybe the second group can catch. Like, reality is they weren't chasing that hard. So by me saying that, that was me, like, hanging in the towel in a way. Or throwing in the towel, like, just without actually doing it. So, I mean, fought through it. Almost popped the blood vessel by yelling so loud. It probably comes off really loud on this because the mic is not very good. I'm not, like, going that insane, but, I mean, testosterone, it makes you do crazy things. Like, when you win a sprint, like, that's when, like, all of that energy, adrenaline, and everything just, you just want to break your bike in half. Because you're happy, you're pumped, like, just so pumped up. Break something. You want to break something. Not my bike, but something. Throw something. I punched a hole in the wall over there the last time, so didn't this time. I think my dad upstairs was telling me, don't punch something. So anyways, that was good. Some numbers though, like, I mean, it's not actually that. I said, like, you know, as a workout, you know, I'm not going to hang my hat on it. For an hour and a half, my normalized power was 300 watts for both races here, including the warm-ups and cool-downs and stuff. So that's 5 watts per kilogram for an hour and a half with 40, 48 minutes, actually even less, because I stopped basically halfway up the other climb. So it's actually like 40 minutes of work. And I mean, that effort was good. That's the thing, it was really good until I started getting really hot. It was good till it wasn't. And then it got really bad. Just because you've probably been there, right? Like, if you know, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about, because you guys all ride too. Like, once your heart rate, once you get into that red, like, and it's hot outside, like if you've ever been doing intervals on a run or anything like that, or a tempo run, and started maybe like where you thought you should be or something like that, once you get to that red line, like a perfect example would be doing like a 5 or a 10K when it's 35 out or something like that, like hard, like a hard effort. Once you get into the red, there's no coming back. Like it feels like you can't do anything to get a breath, right? It's just so difficult. Like the heat does just insane things, right? Like forget lactic acid or anything like that. It's just like heat is such a limiter, like at threshold and above. Like it's incredible, like what it can do. The impact of it is more than anything. So that's what it felt like on the first, but nonetheless, it was 357 or something to the castle. So it's not that bad, 6 watts per kilogram practically. So as a workout, it's still okay. But like I said, not amazing. The main thing to take from it, or the main thing that I'm going to take from it, is sometimes you feel terrible and things aren't working and you're like, the trainer's broken or whatever. It actually was working okay there. It is weird though, the Ceres, like it has such a delay, I find sometimes. Sometimes it's pretty good, but then today it seemed like it was on real delay. In the first race that was. The second race I didn't really notice it, but in the first race, like it seems like you, like in those S's is the perfect example. Like it seems like you're over the hill practically, and then the resistance comes, and then like it's just off by like 5 seconds. So it's really weird. But anyways, like I was saying, the thing to take is, you know, races, when races start up again, stuff, you remember this, right? You remember and say, you remember that Zwift race where I felt terrible? I was tired, I was overheating, I was losing, which doesn't help your mentality, doesn't help my mindset at all. I hate losing, I hate chasing, I really do. Said this forever, like back in my running days and stuff like that. I hate letting other people dictate pace. I absolutely hate it. You know how some people can sit behind someone and they just stare at their shoulders kind of thing, and they just zone out? Me, I don't. When I'm losing, and it's like, it's not really a good mindset or a good trait, but when I'm losing, I get really upset, and like I get down on myself and thinking like, oh my god, this guy's better than me, and like I'm gonna lose this and blah blah blah. And I like kind of driving paces from the front. I like having that control over the race and feeling like, I find like I feed off of it so much when I'm winning. Like I feel like when I'm winning, I can take it to just like the next level, because I get this like being chased mentality, but then I also get really cocky feeling, and when I'm cocky, I race really well. It sounds funny, but like I do. Like when I think I'm the best there or something like that, I race way better than like other people race up to their competitors kind of thing. Like they're able to pull themselves up to where their opponent is. For me, I like going there and being like, I'm the best one here, and I'm just gonna destroy everyone. And I race a lot better when I have that mindset. So like today, I was losing, and so that mindset is kicking in. This guy's better, I'm not gonna be able to catch him. So that's what I have to remember going forwards, right? Knowing that it's not over, right? Think about what you want to do, recompose yourself. Forget the group behind. The guy in front's the guy who's winning the race right now. And like, let's go get him. How are we going to do that? We have to match his watts per kilogram or better. Simple as that. That's all you have to do. So just stare at his number, stare at mine, and just go toe to toe. And that's it. So, yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with that, as the Brits would say. Anyone notice that there's a tree on the, like, we're riding through a tree here? Like, come on, Zwift. Like, what is this, man? Like, jumping. Anyways. Oh. I'm gonna end this stream. Thanks so much, everyone. Like, talk about me all day, but you guys stuck there throughout, and really appreciate it. Like, give me the words of encouragement during both races. So that was the only reason I was able to do that, really. If nobody was watching today, I guarantee you I would have just backed out and gone upstairs weeping in a corner somewhere for the rest of the day. So, thinking, oh, my good streak is over. It's all over. It's crashing down. Game over. Time to regroup and plan out another goal, basically. So, I appreciate it a lot. Holy moly. I can't get up this damn hill. Ugh. 39. 38. How low can you go? 35 RPM. 34. This is my leg press for the day. Alright. Let's end this off. Whew. Mama. That's a puddle underneath me. We hit that climb hard too. I'm gonna, actually, I'll keep this on just for 1 second. I just gotta get to the top, descend down, and see what the graph looks like. So give me just 1 second. You can turn it off at this point, but if you're interested in seeing the graph, then I'll just keep it on for a second until I get going here. And then I gotta pack up the other bike and get things going, because gotta get in the car. Unfortunately, I think I'll only bring my Mac, so it means I can't play Warcraft the next couple days. I'm gonna lose it. Gonna lose that. This is my fast twitch training. Is Warcraft. It's my quickness, getting that agility, so I can change gears on the blips like really quickly. Right? That's how I'm applying it. Man, this is insane. Going up to the Empire State Building here. I might crack my chain here. We're way too big of a gear. Trying to see what he said there, D. I want to have a look. Gotta get on this. Oh, at the graph you mean? Yeah, let me just get to the top. I'll pick it up so I can get there a little quicker. Give me 1 sec. Something's going on with Zwift recently, and that my guy seems to not want to super tuck all the time. Confused. What exactly that's about. Whew. Yeah, I'm just gonna get to the top and then I'll get off because I'll let my guy descend down. Something you could check out, Dean, which is a series like I found like really helps, like with FTP building, is like look up on Google DART, like D-A-R-T, like a dart intervals. Is named from a guy, Leandro Messinio, sorry. And he's a pro cyclist in Argentina. And he has kind of a series of workouts there. They're called dart intervals because his thing was like the poison dart frog was his little like animal character there on Zwift, spirit animal. And anyways, it sounds weird, but the workout series is, I find really like, if you want like a good FTP build, like I know Zwift has their own and stuff, but I find these by far and away the most helpful. Like nothing, I found nothing that helps build FTP like them. And so there are a series of workouts, so dart intervals, and you'll see like there's one, it says like poison dart intervals, and you can download the files into Zwift and stuff. And what they are, it's a very simple set of workouts. You start off at 6 times 3 minutes at I believe 110% or 100 and what was it, 105 or 110, I can't remember which. And then like it sounds very simple, but you do 6 times 3 on 1 minute recovery, and then you do 7 by 3 1 minute, 8 by 3, 9 by 3, and 10 by 3. And then after you get to 10 by 3 minutes on 1 minute recovery at, I think it's 110% FTP. So it's like a beast of a workout in its own. Then you progress to the harder ones, which is, so you go 6 by 3, 7 by 3, 8 by 3, 9 by 3, 10 by 3. 1 minute recovery. So 3 to 1 work to rest. And then you progress them to, and again they have this all in that file there on Zwift, you progress them to 2 minuters. So 6 by 2, but on 30 seconds recovery, then 7 by 2, 30-second recovery, 8 by 2, 9 by 2, 10 by 2. And those ones are done around 112% FTP, I believe. And once you do 10 by 2 on 30 seconds recovery, at that intensity, like 112%, it's a 4 to 1 work to rest. And I mean, right in that workout, you'll likely set a peak 20-minute power on the year or of all time, like because you're doing a chunk of well above FTP. Just gonna get to the bottom here. But then after that, you can do an FTP test, and I almost guarantee that if you do that entire series of workouts, so how many weeks would that be? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then same thing, so that's 10 weeks. I guarantee if you test FTP at the beginning and then do those 10 weeks, right, like right through 6 by 3, 7 by 3, all the way to 10 by 3, and then 6 by 2, all the way to 10 by 2, I'd almost guarantee that you set a new FTP. Like, it's just a really good series of workouts. Combine them with other ones, obviously, as well, but I find it's just a great series. And like Zwift, I think there's a lot of like long intervals, and like if you've seen you guys obviously follow me on Strava there, and you'll see that I very rarely actually do like long threshold intervals. So let's see this. I downloaded from my phone. I'm not sure. I'll look into it, but I don't know if you could. Can you get custom workouts onto your phone? I rarely use the companion app. I wonder if you could. I'll check it out, and if I figure it out, I'll put it in my Strava. That's what she looked like. So I wish I could zoom in. That'd be cool. But here's a good little hit up the hill. We didn't go crazy up the hill. Like it was actually pretty good. There was a couple big surges there at the top, like on the second bump from the top. Like you can see 588. Like so, pretty good surge there. Then I surged him a little bit on the descent. Normally, like I honestly think like if I had better legs, I could have ended the race there and just like surge, recover, and finish the race off. Because I did gap him by like 25 meters or something on the descent, but just didn't have the legs. And then here, I'm whining a lot. Oh, this is too hard. I'm gonna wait for the next group. Screw that. I'm gonna go for it, and then just hit it. Here's where I caught him, right here. So that was a real good that was a good hard hit. 500 watts, 548, and then held about threshold, something in there. Recovered when I caught him. Interesting, because I think if I was to do that race again, I would have probably just kept going right past him. I would have very likely just gone right on past him once I caught him. But you can tell it was just one of those days where you're struggling with your legs and stuff like that, and you're not too confident in them. So I took the opportunity. I'm like, oh, thank God we caught him and recovered. Then got a good focus and thought about what I wanted to do. And then thought, like, right here is 2K to go. Thought I'm going to try to hold 400 watts for the last 2K, 420, somewhere in there, 7 watts per kilo. And I tried that, but he got right back on. And then he hits it hard. And then we equally hit it quite hard there. Like with just a really good sustained power. The peaks here, if I go to critical power, are always way off. They're not very accurate. Like, how can my peak 2 second be 424? So this is totally inaccurate. How does that make sense? If your timeline says 771 was the peak, how can your critical power, the peak 1 minute or 1 second, be 438? So this is always wrong. I don't know what the problem is there, but anyways. Yeah, so TSS says okay, but in my mind that was good considering where I was. Alright, so that's all for now. Thanks so much for watching. Again, really appreciate the support throughout the cast, and we had a real good conversation throughout going, and really pumped me up throughout. So, anyways, thanks Dylan. Didn't see that in there. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. So, I'll see you on the weekend. Likely Sunday. Got a wedding on Saturday, so... Whoa. And then we'll be back at it. Alright, thanks again for watching, guys.